according to YouTube, I have 2 live streams. I can't do anything on here that'll do anything good. Because I am garbage at this game. Point blank and period. I don't have points, I don't have the training, I don't have anything that I need to be good at this game. Old Aaron Donald and can't even make it to the playoffs in the rookie division after going 6-1. In part because the game hates me. The game hates me. Time to go take that ability off of Nicole Roby Coleman. Just call him Nicole Roby Coleman. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Definitely don't feel like playing head-to-head after the game literally kicked me. And I lost my freaking... I lost the last game that I needed to win. Because my whole PS4 disconnected. It did what it needed to do, or that. It did what it did against Nelly the other day. When we were playing in the CFM. Except against Nelly, it did it 3 times. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we had 3 starts or something like that. And one of which, we got to the, like, he needed the ball. Like, the last play of the game. He needed the ball. There was literally, like, 2 seconds, yeah. No, I'm pretty sure the game technically, like, it was over. Like, it had to be within 1 to 2 seconds of the game being over, and it disconnects. I went into a head-to-head game, and my whole PS4 got disconnected from the internet, like it did against Nelly the other day. So now, I've been promoted to a new division, and I've been, basically, yeah, I don't know. Would anybody want to donate? I am a poor man on here. I pulled Aaron Donald and still cannot get to the Super Bowl on rookie division. I need help. I am poor man. Yeah, I played Luna, and he destroyed me. At the end of the first half, it was like 11 to 52 or something. So, good out of that game, that's for sure. Actually, I might be able to go deep up to max, now that I think about it. Good check. Because I can get ×2 on you. Oh, I'm gonna be 1 shy, aren't I? Disgusting! Actually, do I have ×2? Yeah, I do have ×2 on you. Dang it. He's better than his CFM record, actually. Huh. I didn't even have ×2 Colts cam on him. That's disgraceful. As a Colts fan, I am disappointed in myself. Let's see here. refund. Actually, I have two that I need to refund. I see it. Why is it that the stream link that I posted in Matt's Discord didn't get any traction? Then I just start streaming without posting the link anywhere, and then everyone decides they want to join. What's the highest power-up pass? 91, 92. I guess maybe that's what I should do. It's just, yeah, that's disgusting. I'm one off. It makes me sad. I don't think I have anyone else on offense that I can add it to. I'm seriously gonna have to go out and buy someone to add times 2. Get to level 70. You also get a free Series Redux player at that level. Anybody else that I can throw something on? Okay, so it looks like the way to do this is going to either be, let's see here. I know a cheap way to do this. Yeah, I'll put him at backup left. Yeah, it would be kind of messed up if he got kicked just for being good. Obviously, it would be a, yeah, my whole PS4 crashed again, so very nice. What do you mean, how are people changing positions? Go, now I can add Go Deep 1, and that should be maxed out Go Deep. Who's gonna play him in the Super Bowl? If we're gonna be honest here, Matt isn't making the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, Matt, but you are not making the Super Bowl. And if you do make the Super Bowl, I will be thoroughly and utterly impressed. There is zero reason that Dolphins team should make the Super Bowl. So let's see Andrew Luck's maxed out stats. Doesn't quite meet the threshold for throw power. Let's throw deep and throw... I mean, for a QB that can be used as a pocket passer, he is the best pocket passer technically in the game. Because he's got mobility, but he's got pocket passer stats. So, that's my thoughts. I don't have training or anything to upgrade. I don't have anything to upgrade my team with, and it makes me sad. I'm gonna be honest, I missed Marlon Mack. Whenever Marlon Mack gets an upgrade, bye-bye Christian McCaffrey, let me tell you what. It's like everyone joins at the beginning, then everyone leaves. I wish I could open up those kind of rewards. So who all is still in the stream? Probably, I mean, I know I'm one of the people. So I'm guessing Trey is the only other person in the league. Are you kidding me? Oh, you're in the stream? Okay. Of course they would have... What the f... No, EA. You can't just put made-up characters on a team. Right? You can't put wrinkled Wraith on a football team. Right? That's not allowed, EA. Man, this lineup is screwed up, I tell you what. If we had Luna's playbook, we could all make top 100, to be honest. That playbook is... I don't even know. Oh. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to test out a strategy that I saw on YouTube. I'm going to test it out against this team right here. Just so that way, if I get screwed over in any way, I can come back, just because... Yeah. Maybe I could have put McCole Hardman on the outside, just so I can guarantee a touchdown every time, but... that's not the way I want to do this. But yeah, this thing that or this strategy I found on YouTube, I bet none of y'all have seen this. And if you have, I'll be very surprised. It's quite a pretty good strategy, actually. It wouldn't work online, like at all. Yeah, to make top 100, you gotta be a tryhard. Like, massive, massive tryhard. Basically, the way that this strategy works, hopefully I'm kicking off. Okay, good. Basically, well, you'll see how the strategy works here in a second. This is either going to be a one-play touchdown for the other team, or it's going to be an interception for me. That's basically how this play is going to go. Wait, no, hold on, subs. I gotta call timeout because, of course, the computer already has its play pick. They didn't do what I expected. Well, now I don't have to worry about setting it up, which is going to make my life a whole lot easier. I actually did exactly what I want, but it wouldn't... See what happens right there? Oh, really? That's what I hate, though. I don't understand how people can switch that fast. Like, I could easily bait the computer if it would let me switch over to the right player. That's my problem, is I can't switch over to Jalen Ramsey. I could easily bait the computer with this strategy if I could just get over to the computer. Or over to Jalen Ramsey. There we go. Oh, come on. This is a perfect bait, too. Great. Sit down. Plays defense a lot better than any of that I usually run. I already tried that, and he said he's not going to give them to me until after the CFM Super Bowl. Yeah, I tried that in the last stream. He did give me his playbook, though, so that's nice of him. The inner machinations of my mind are in a midnight. Oh, there's a terrible set of defense right there. I just don't understand how people can run this. To be so tedious, or it's so tedious trying to switch. And then the way that they show it in the video that I watched, he gave me both his offense and defense. And yes, he technically is the best player in the CFM, but he's not allowed to use his cheese plays. Dude, that's twice now that Jalen Ramsey has just straight up dropped a pick. Stone hands Ramsey. Oh, god dang it. I goofed. There's no way a 79 overall team's kicker can make this field goal. Get out of here if he makes this. That's nice. Yeah. Would you look at that? He got, or Mecole Hardman got caught on everybody right there. I mean, he very well could be. It's just not obvious when you look at the stats, because he could easily be winning 100 to 20 every game. Oh, is that what happened? The Redskins dude didn't want to play in the NFC anymore? I thought he just wanted to be a different... Oh my god. I missed that because I expected my kicker to just be so terribly inaccurate that that wouldn't happen. Can't believe my best defense so far has come out of field goal block, or punt block return. What? How'd you fumble? Ah, it sucks, Nelly. That's how this play is supposed to work practically every time. I don't know why Willie Brown is playing that, but okay. And of course, offensive line, all 85 pluses, get screwed. Yeah, I can understand why people cheese and mutt and all that. I had to stop Hardman right there. I mean, yeah, I can understand why people do cheesy plays, but I just don't do it because I don't see how it's fun. But no, Tim, you don't understand. The AFC is literally like garbage in that franchise that we're talking about. Like, the AFC is just straight garbage. And a team under 500 is going to probably make the playoffs. Heck, I wouldn't doubt if I actually still have a chance at the playoffs. Oh, that's BS. I tried to get him to possession catch that, and he wouldn't do it. I swear, this Jalen Ramsey sucks. Like, seriously, it doesn't seem to matter what I do. This Jalen Ramsey can't seem to play defense. Well, look at him, right? Any other player in this team, or in this game, is going to pick that off. But Jalen Ramsey seems to find a way to just deflect the pass. I'm not worried about the player on the very inside. It's about time. But yeah, Tim, the NFC in that franchise is just straight up stacked. I feel like it's because all NFC team fans are just tryhards, to be honest. Is that wrong of me to say that I just feel like every NFC team, or every NFC fan is just a tryhard? No, I screwed up. I can think it's open, and then you don't. You're telling me an offensive lineman just did that? No! No, they ran hurry up and it screwed up my defense. Sit down. Ramsey MVP though, for real. Dude, Chen irritated me though one time, talking about how, oh, the Patriots can't make the playoffs without Brady, and he talked about that year that they had Matt Castle as their QB. That was just a desperation throw right there. He talked about that year that they had Matt Castle at QB. Oh, I used to love this play so much, but I'm not gonna run it. I guess I am. But he talked about they had Matt Castle as their QB and couldn't make the playoffs. Like, now that's just trying to make your point sound right. Like, they went 10 and 6 and missed the playoffs. Yeah, he basically was just burning me deep because none of my players were fast enough to keep up. I was just counting on Christian McCaffrey. Like, I'm still used to playing those solos on that really low difficulty, so I feel invincible when I'm throwing those passes. Dude, I love this T.Y. Hilton though, for real. He ran. I know the okay, right? I know his blitz. I just don't know his adjustments. That's the thing. I don't know his adjustment, but I remember the play. I don't know where to find the play, but I remember the play. His defense, I wouldn't call it better than his offense, because his offense just, well, okay, overall wise, his offense is better than his defense, but scheme wise, his defense is 100 times better than his offense. No! No! Oh. That didn't go as bad as I expected. I accidentally clicked too many times. Matt has a good shot of beating him, I feel like, if they play again. Because if him and Matt play again, I feel like Luna does cheese a bit. But when he... Oh, wow. That was just bad. But I feel like Luna definitely does cheese a bit in the CFM. But when he played Matt, I feel like he didn't cheese just so he wouldn't get in trouble. Like, I don't think that he mainly... Wow, that's just BS right there, and y'all know it. A linebacker just got mossed by a short guy. No, wait, no. Not the correct defense, not the correct defense, not the correct defense. It's fine, though. No, it's not. But yeah, I feel like if anyone has a chance to beat him, it'll probably be Matt. Because I feel like Luna would tone down cheese if he does cheese in the CFM. I feel like he'd completely tone that down like he did the last time, where Matt kind of kept up with them, and then just in the second half, I feel like Matt thought he was invincible because he was keeping up with them, and started making bad decisions. Oh, nice. I wonder if Matt ever cleared Luna's cap penalties, because if not, then Luna will be... he'll lose a ton of his star players, but it'll also... he also won't be able to sign anybody. Which will technically... It would be good for everyone else in the CFM, but... yeah, I did. Oh, he fixed your cap penalties? Oh. Wow, you can't even sign Breeze? That's just straight up stupid. Like, I literally had 110 million worth of cap space going into this season. I signed maybe 40 million worth of deals, and I have 20,000 or 20 million left. Like, it's stupid. Indeed. By the way, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about by rapey apey, there's this person, I'll explain it, right? There's this person on Discord who basically, okay, so me and Tim are Monster Truck fans, right? And we play Monster Truck games. Well, this other guy on the Discord, he is also a Monster Truck fan. And he feels entitled to stuff that's not ready on those Monster Truck games. So imagine someone basically throwing out racial slurs and stuff because they didn't get the next Madden game early. Right? So he rages a lot. Well, one time he told us privately that he owns some girl that's in this group, right, of people. And so now we just make fun of him for, and we claim that he wants to rape her because he claimed that he owns her. And yeah. He also claimed that he was going to call the police on some girl on Twitch because she blocked him. The reason she blocked him, however, was because he was basically, he was basically cyber stalking the girl. But yet he wanted to call the police on her. Yeah, nobody in the CFM is going to have cap space, and it's annoying. Yeah, that's basically the rough rundown. Oh, wait, what? Oh, my defense wasn't set up. Oh, that could have easily been a pick, but nobody played it. Oh my god, no, I haven't. I forgot they were even a thing! No! Brett, no, you're not gonna throw off DeForest Buckner. No, Mutt League wouldn't work because then there'd just be games of just straight up tryhards. I personally think okay. I personally think I'm a better player than Matt. Like, that's not just me trying to be biased or anything. But Matt, if he gets ahead, he gets cocky. And that's usually his downfall. Is he'll get way too cocky and then lose. I got distracted right there because I thought I heard someone talking in my mic. I'm not even lying. It was a bad user though. I don't know, there's a lot of bad players in that franchise. Like, you don't even understand bad. Like how bad I mean. Like in the CFM, I was, like, at the very beginning, I was dominating that. And then I made one mistake and mentally tore myself apart for it. Like, when I don't make mistakes, I'm hard to beat. But when I start feeling, like, if I make a mistake, it gets in my head. And that's usually where I lose. There are people, I mean, well, now that I think about it, maybe the Browns dude does have a reason to go, you know, 1 in 13 with the Browns. Okay, so Tim, you want to hear how delusional this Matt guy we're talking about is? Right? He thinks that the Browns are going to make the playoffs still. Oh, that's a bad read. Should have thrown a lob pass. My fault. Like, I know it's mathematically possible that they could make the playoffs, but they're not going to make the playoffs, and I think everyone knows that. It's just Matt being a biased fan. I mean, yeah, his user was pretty good. Yeah, usually once I play a game and throw like one pick, I'm throwing like 17 more, especially against a user, just because like I said before, out of who? Like who am I judging between? Luna and Nelly, or I converted one of my corners to a middle linebacker, so I technically have a 7 or a 95 speed middle linebacker that I'm just not even using. Now what is? So that's where the weak spot is. Yeah, there are a lot of people that are just straight up trash in the CFM. Like, I'm not gonna consider myself majorly good, and I'll applaud Matt. He's gone what? 8 and what? 8 and, I don't know what his record is. Maybe it's 9 as what is it? 9 and 4, 9 and yeah, 9 and 5 maybe. And he has the Dolphins, and I'll give him credit where it's due. I mean, I tried to user that, but it didn't work. What's his face doing up there? But out of Luna and Nelly, who has the best user? My pick would probably be Nelly, just because he's doing it with someone who's technically slower. I think Luna would have to cheese to be good with the Dolphins. Luna has a good team, and that's, I think, why he's able to succeed without majorly cheesing. Aw, this is gonna be... Could have been an easy play, but I don't want to overdo it and accidentally go over Ramsey. Ooh, I don't know which side to go to. I'm just gonna assume I'm going to this side. Terrible pass. What? I can't switch on to Willie Brown. That was a BS play. I could have... This game's so terrible. It doesn't... Like, I don't understand how people know how to click on to whoever it is to user. Like, there should be a dedicated button for each person. Is that like a thing? Like, can I do that? Like a dedicated way to click on to like a specific person? Because that would fix a lot of my issues right here. Because I'm being way too conservative trying to click onto the right person. Wait, no. Oh, god dang it. Dang it! Tried to turn that into a return and it didn't work. I tried to flip that and I fumbled instead. Okay, so you've got multiple people on that side. It looks like I'm going to have to try to user. If I don't get a decent amount of battle score for this, I'm going to be sad. Me be sad boy. You got the majority of your players over there. So I'm just going to assume you have a terrible read is what you have. The 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Colts. This is honestly one of the easiest solo battles games I've ever played. I wouldn't be committed to playing solo battles if there wasn't someone to talk to. That's my thing with solo battles. Or that's the thing with grinding on Madden, is if you don't have somebody to talk to, It's just annoying. Sit down, Dion. Dion noticed that Matt's friend never plays his CFM games, but Matt won't kick him. I guess unfair. We get put on the chopping block if we don't play our CFM games perfectly on time. But his friend, however, can just not, like, it doesn't even matter. God dang it, I couldn't switch. I'll read more of these comments here in a second. Okay, so you've got. I'm gonna use her Willie Brown because first person I clicked onto and I knew he'd be just as easy to bait with. Yeah, all playoffs games are gonna be streamed. I stream most of my games anyways. So halfback stretch, end off this game. Probably not gonna get very much battle score to be honest, because I didn't run very much, so oh, that's a touchdown. Guaranteed touchdown, folks. I can almost guarantee. And of course, gets a terrible animation. I'm going to kick a field goal just for the extra points. Actually, you know what? Aw, that's going to be hilarious if it works. What? So they just happen to know. I find it funny how the other team just happens to know I'm coming out in fake field goal. Like, get out of here, dude. I line up in a field goal formation. What makes you, or at the end of the game, up by a ton, what makes you just so happen to know? Now, how much battle score am I going to get from this? Ooh, daily objective complete. Kind of made back all the points I spent trying to get playbooks from, or trying to get Nelly's playbook. 22,000. So you're telling me for that game I got less battle score than I usually would get? I like it, EA. I like it. So, next we're going to play this team. Let's see what they've got. You can't load CFM. Nobody can, I don't think. It'll just tell you the EA servers are down and kick you out. What do I have to do for my weekly? CFM servers are down. See, I could have had that objective done, but no! Right? No! Okay, fine. I swear, if I get if my whole PlayStation gets disconnected, I'm gonna be heated. Oh. That went better than expected. I'm 4-9. I'm gonna be 4-10. If only Nelly wasn't on my schedule, I could possibly lock in the playoff spot at 7-9. But nope, Nelly has to be in my way. Boo. Alright, I forgot the reason I was going into the CFM. So what am I checking? About like Eagles Cowboys or something. Eagles Cowboys. What week was that? Oh wait, that's week 7, right? $38-14. Oh, defensive points a lot. I don't even know where to check that. If only Luna wasn't so stingy. That's how his game against Matt was, too. It was close at half, and then Luna just took off from there. Y'all see how much of a monster Zach Pascal is in real life, though? That man's underrated. I've been saying that man's a monster since, like, last year. And nobody believed me. And then now look at him. He's the younger T.Y. Hilton to me. I just left the CFM, dude. Ah. Can anyone else check it? Wait, Sear? Hold on, putting down a base paint. Oh, for MTWS, okay. I was wondering what you were meaning, and I was like, oh, right, MTWS. So now I gotta go and play 2 more games of solo battles. Now my question is, right, there's that like boosted mode or what? God, no. Don't want to go into that. Should I open up a pack or something? I'm bored. What pack would there even be to open? My choices are limited. Screw it. Here we go, folks. Time to pull a limited time. I mean, series redux. That's what I mean. Oh, greatest pull in I about to say 2K history. I have a bundle, don't I? I'm stupid. Yeah, I need to record that and re-upload that myself because that'll get a few views. B985. Oh, or B Alex Alonso. Or, Enzalone. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. 2 more, aka meaning we're pulling 2 Aaron Donalds. Told you we're gonna pull Tyrod Taylor. Well, yeah, but I'm not about to crop it when I could just find it myself. Told you I was pulling 273 or less. Pulled 1 elite, but that's not bad for EA standards. Playoffs. Yeah, they should start next week, shouldn't they? To sim. No, I don't want to go into head-to-head seasons! Ah! Oh, well, I have 900 training. I thought I just had 500. But, yeah. Where was I? What does boosted battle score even do? Like, it doesn't boost anything, dude. Like, you know, I'll play them, but it doesn't boost your battle score. I didn't see Lucas Oil Crusader Tomb, but I saw Bigfoot. Definitely Luna. Now the AFC, I would say probably Texans. The thing is, right, I beat the Texans and then came super close to beating the Texans. Oh, I forgot the Ravens were AFC, my bad. Yeah, probably the Ravens. The Texans dude, like, he's good, but a lot of his wins have probably just come from um yeah, a lot of his wins I'm pretty sure have literally just come from Deshaun Watson bailouts. That's basically how he beat me, was just Deshaun Watson bailing him out. Which, I mean, it's fine, but... Didn't the Ravens lose to Matt? Oh no, that was in the last version of the CFN, wasn't it? What a play. Oh, he beat Matt 38-0, okay. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. I'm guessing you're referring to the T.Y. Hilton catch, and then you're going to see the next catch, which is even more impressive. That's why having good speedsters on your team is key. Imagine having Sprinter on Nicole, I forget his name, Mikhail Hardman or whatever it is. Man, now I gotta reset up my defense. Subs. Ooh, Jalen Ramsey there. And then, oh, timeout, timeout, timeout. Yeah, the Browns dude is... I don't even know what the Brown... I don't even know what you would call the Browns dude, to be honest. The Browns dude is a disappointment, is what he is. I don't know who to guard here. So I'm just going to try to bait right here. Oh, I thought I got the bait to work. You're telling me Dallas Clark is going to break 2 tackles? But yeah, I'm assuming that Darius Slay is probably going to be the easiest one to bait with. What the... Like, I've thrown a lot of picks, but a lot of those picks have just come off of tipped passes, like, to be honest. So... Yeah, Baker's heading for 45 picks IRL, so maybe he's being realistic. I mean, that is the point of the CFM, right? Be realistic. Although if it was realistic, Matt wouldn't have playoff contending Dolphins team. Why is the 76 overall team was harder to beat than, or harder to do halfback stretch against than this team? I think I'm going to alternate between pass touchdown, then run touchdown, then pass touchdown, then run touchdown. Just so I can try to get the maximal amount of points. Well, battle points, battle score, whatever they want to call it. Who knows? If I don't... Okay. I don't know. I might do the rest of solo battles this week. Might try to go for top 100. Well, no, I'm probably not going to get top 100, just because this method doesn't seem to do what it did on that other dude's channel, but whatever. What the? No. Oh, God. And I still end up getting the interception. That's great. What is the theory? If you don't mind me asking. Even though I probably know that you're going to say Himitsu, right? And great. Okay, he should easily be able to beat this dude. And he did. But everyone else came in unblocked. And then you're basically going to press again. Smart tactic, smart tactic. That's literally the equivalent of pressing Tory Hole. Like, I'm sorry, but you never do that. You don't push your dude to the outside of Tory Hole. That's just like... It's like offering up a touchdown. Years 2001 to 2000. Oh! Could it be? Could it be something along the lines of Tuck Rule? Or could it have something to do with the Tuck Rule? Could that be part of the theory? Oh, sad face. You also honestly watch Tim's theory videos, though. They're actually really good. You know, Darius Slade, there we go. And you fade them, and they throw to the complete opposite side of the field. I don't know why. Not necessarily. Because, as we all know, Patriots Dynasty was born off of some garbage, so... I'm just going to run halfback stretch again until I eventually break one free. The future is now thanks to BS stuff. Let's screw it. You want to guard me, huh? You don't guard me. I said you don't guard me, bum. It's a terrible idea to play defense. Why would you play defense, bum? Too bad they took injuries out of this game. That kind of, like, it eliminates the purpose of having backups other than chemistries. Like, literally, other than chemistries, having backups is pointless. Oh god. James Conner, cut upfield and give me a lead block. Thanks for not fumbling, Andrew. Honestly, very happy that he didn't fumble that. Especially off of a tackle by E.D. Reed. Ed Reed, boy. Falcons players playing is how bad. Oh. Well, Tim, but here's the thing. The, the, you want to hear something funny, Tim? I'm playing the CPU on all Madden right now. If that tells you enough. Just let me score with Christian McCaffrey. There we go. There we go. CPU on all Madden about to be losing 28-0. A minute into the second quarter. You probably had no idea I was playing the CPU on all Madden. I've been trying to bait the CPU into throwing a pick. Like literally, I've been trying to bait the CPU into throwing a pick this whole time. And it's like my coverage doesn't even matter. Like the CPU just knows who it thinks it wants to throw to. I mean, hey, if you're gonna throw me up a free pick every time, I mean, I'll take it. Like, I mean, if I don't have to play that... Oh, God. Well, not like it mattered anyways. It's like it has its one target wide receiver and nobody else matters. I mean, okay, computer. I mean, if this is what the computer thinks it has to do to win, I'm not gonna object. But I'm just saying, like, CPU, this is not a good strategy. You're gonna send everyone you have, and I'm gonna throw a terrible pass, and it's not gonna get intercepted. Hey, do I not have tight end attack? Oh, I do have tight end attack. Nice. Tight end attack is basically the best play in game. Touchdown. Touchdown, Indianapolis! I like to believe that the announcer from ESPN 2K5 is here. It's too bad they can't add that into the game, like just literally an audio file where like at the beginning of the game, let's say the main one I've got stuck in my head just from playing the Ravens over and over the years is it's time for Ravens football. Just at the beginning of the game when they're at home. Like, I don't understand why that's not a thing. Like, the thing that made that game so good was just how immersive it feels. You finally picked a new target, and look where it led you. Oh, it's perfect. How it finally... Sorry, I had the very strong urge to fart right there. Yeah, I find how it's funny how, like, everyone sucks. Like, it finally picks a, But yeah, it just irritates me. Like, how hard is it to add a sound file of a PA announcer just saying, like, stuff that just makes the game more immersive? Instead, at least they got rid of Jim Nantz and Phil Simms. I'll give them credit, right? I'll give them credit where it's due. They got rid of the old Madden announcers and replaced them with less annoying, but still annoying announcers. So I'll give them that. They at least got rid of the garbage ones and replaced them with less garbage, still semi-garbage ones. Yo, TY, what you doing, bud? Well, he caught it. I mean, he caught it, so I'll give him props for that. But I tried to get him to cut up field and he didn't, so... I mean, do what you must. Well, finally picks a new target again. Luckily, this CPU is just so stupid. It finally has decided to pick a new target, huh? That means I'm actually going to have to start trying on defense to get to Jalen Ramsey to bait the computer into thinking it doesn't have a route open, and then just taking its other route. Good block, Darius Slay. Where was this method all of my life? Like, literally, the toxicity that solo battles was the only reason I didn't play it. Right? If I could just sit here and do this every day, like when I wake up in the morning, that's exactly what I'd do. I'd sit here every morning, right? I wake up, hop on my class, a virtual class, and then just start destroying the CPU. Very reasonable tactic. Now again, I'm gonna try to use their Darius Slay here, and they're gonna throw up a terrible pass. 5 interceptions for Jalen Ramsey. Oh Lord, it just makes me happy to see that kind of number, and it's not against me. Let's go! Oh, that was a prayer and it was answered. Oh, I can't even right now. Oh, that was perfect. Oh, they had the perfect edge blitz and they couldn't get around it. That was great. Absolutely great. Throws me a pick right before half. Me throws up a prayer to my slot receiver. He just comes down and snags it. Like, dude, what more can you ask for? Depending on how much battle score I get out of this game, I might be able to, yeah. I got it was really slow to add, or audible that. I think I'm gonna have to try to bait. Yeah, I didn't bait that correctly. I undid that. It's time for Madden garbage football. So close to my pick 6 and I couldn't get it. I'm not that mad. This is where chew clock is handy, right? And I'm just gonna have chew clock on just because. I really could care less that it's on. I just want this game to be over with quicker. Rushing touchdown for luck. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Yeah, wow, it's crazy because I could make top 100 solo battles, dude. I only failed to do good on my one solo. And that was because I was still trying to get the hang of it. Thing is, this is supposed to be boosted battle score, right? So I should technically be hopefully making back the extra that I failed to get. So hopefully this could even out at about, if I could get up to about 48,000 XP, I would be I'd be happy with that. I mean, I'm actually happy that I put Darius Slay over here. No! Blay! That wasn't supposed to happen. It's not fair. It's not funny. Kill you. Say it's not funny! Oh, a Pokemon night? Yeah, I have no interest in wasting like 2 hours of my life playing a game of Pokemon that I'm never going to touch again. Thing is, I don't find Pokemon enjoyable to play with my free time. I've got better stuff to do in my free time. Pokemon's just not something that I see myself playing time and time again. Watch this punt return. Aw. Like, otherwise, I might consider doing Pokemon Night. Like, okay, right? Oh. Okay, EA. Okay. If that's what you think Luck was capable of last drive, have at it. Right? But I just don't think that's physically possible. I mean, what did it say? He had like 32,000 like 675 passes or completed passes on that many attempts, and like so many yards and like that many touchdowns or something. If you're telling me this dude on just the last drive had over 32,000 completions, if someone managed in the NFL to have 32,000 completions, I don't even know what the circumstances for that would be. Like, how would that even be, like, possible? 32,000 completions, huh? The Cowboys, they got lucky because that cat, you know, that black cat had to jinx the Giants. I was joking. Superstition is dumb. I'll believe in a god, but superstition is dumb. Just like how someone told me that my pack luck was gone earlier, and then I proceeded to pull Andrew Luck like 2 hours later. Man, I was on track to get a ton of points, and then now Jalen Ramsey just, I guess he's too lazy to pick the ball off. I mean, fair enough, but I'm trying to play the ball and he just keeps not. I mean, fair enough. I mean, if you don't want to pick the ball off, I'm not going to force you to. I mean, you're at least playing the defense, and I'll give you credit for that. But he refuses to pick the ball off. In that first half, he had like 11 interceptions, and then like now he just doesn't want to catch the ball. Like I said before, he did his job in the first half, so gotta give him credit for that. Touchdown. Oops. Oh, or not. Oh, Jesus. That was an unnecessary hit. Unnecessary roughness, defense, the gay guy. That's the best insult I have. Honestly, though, like, the gay guy is the owner of EA Sports. First they ruined Madden, and then they try to ruin Star Wars Battlefront. So Tim, did you see the Strike Me Down Zeus video? And if so, what did you think of it? Excuse me here, but oh, you probably didn't hear that. I farted. Felt really nice. But I just think it's funny how he says, "Strike me down, Zeus. You have no ball," and then gets struck by lightning. I mean, obviously the dude didn't die because otherwise it wouldn't be on YouTube. But I just think that's freaking hilarious. That as he's about to say, "You have no balls," he gets struck by lightning. Also, Tim, did you see my BeamNG track yet? And if so, what do you think of my paint job? A lot of the obstacles were thrown together last second. But there's like a mud pit, there's a like a sand thing for donuts, there's all kinds of stuff. No. When do you think you'll do the debut? I lined up in the wrong defense because I'm trash. Trash, 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 trash. He still almost threw a pick. You know what? I'm going to try something risky here, but I have a good feeling it'll pay off. No, hold on. Ha ha! Get sacked! Yes, I will take the ball at the 40-yard line. Basically, this is how I scored right before half. But you know what? No, I'll put TY on a comeback route. Or not. No, that's not even TY. That's how I scored before half. Although it's not going to work this time. I'll just throw a check down. But yeah, that track should work without any extra stuff. I set it up and then I took out my levels folder and it still loaded up just fine. There will be one problem with the track though, but it's pretty minor. Basically all paint on the track will act like concrete, but that's fine, I'd assume. Like the paint will still show up the way it's supposed to, but it'll function like concrete. So it'll make like concrete noises and all that. There would be a way to fix it, but it's beyond your skill level. It's a very simple fix, but I wouldn't try to put it across you to try to copy paste something into a folder hidden away in your computer.
Could be a lot worse had Jalen Ramsey actually picked the ball off those first few times. Honestly, that was the worst pass I might have ever thrown. If I threw it just because I don't care at this point. Fake punt or fullback pass. Oh my god. Look at me! Look at me completing passes with my fullback. That's how you know not to mess with me. My fullback completes more passes than the opponent's UB does. I'm pretty sure that's an accurate statement. I love how my fullback threw a dot though. Not even gonna lie, that fullback just had the play of his entire career. No, 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 no! I want to get my next play in. God dang it. My name is Cleveland Brown, and I am proud to be throwing TD. Oh, wait, no, never mind. No! No, no, no. Oh, my God, they're going to score, aren't they? Ebron, please. Ebron.
That was close.
Da-da-da-da-da. My name is Cleveland Brown, and I am proud to be right back in my hometown with my new family. There's old friends and new friends and even a bear that has more common sense than EA does, and you know that is a fair statement to say. Because EA is freaking garbage and gay. I think that's a pretty fair song, if I do say so myself. Hold on a minute. If you get 5 games okay, so you get 5 games. Let's say you average 25,000, which I technically could average 25,000 if I do the same stuff that I did last game to my next 3 opponents. So let's say you average 25,000 a game. That's okay. I'm trying to do my math here. So 25,000 per game times 5. That's 125,000. And rank wise, you get 13 games. Well, technically, you could. Okay, so I could get star in 1. Then the next I would probably get up to 3, if averaging 25,000 still, of course, would be. So I would be able to get up to legend within 2, meaning the only place I could go from there is up in the rankings. Therefore, that strategy is basically my ticket to free coins, free coins, free coins, free coins, free coins. Seriously though, those touchdown packs, amazing, amazing. Not that I've ever opened one, but from what I've watched, pretty amazing. Now its scheme is power run, which scares me. But they're not going to run the ball at all this game, from what I understand from the strategy. I line up in field goal block, they'll audible. I switch to punt safe man, therefore putting a lot of people in man coverage, and then I bait them into throwing a pass that they shouldn't throw, therefore causing an interception.
Pretty simple tactic. I mean, my name is Cleveland Brown, and I am proud to be right back in my hometown with my new family. Why is this song stuck in my head now? Probably annoying everyone now. What kind of jersey is this? This team that I'm facing, pretty sure is... I don't even know. Now what kind of speed? Ooh. I could probably just bully them down the field first try. Look at that. I ain't got the defense for that. Ebron touchdown, I'm calling it. Oh, that would have been a nasty catch. I threw that up expecting him to catch that. I didn't expect him to get like quadruple covered. Otherwise I wouldn't have thrown that pass. God dang it. I hate being in the red zone. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Makes me want to die. Okay, so we're switching. Wait, no, hold on. Willie Brown is Jalen Ramsey, and we're gonna full time out here. So now Jalen Ramsey is gonna be on the side. Okay, so now we're gonna do subs. There we go. There's one off. And Darius Slade goes there. Boom. And as expected, we're going to do exactly what I wanted him to do. And of course, Ramsey can't hold on to it, because why would he? Good thing is I only have to set up that play one time, and all of it's just up to audible, which makes my life easy. Oh my god. This game hates me, I swear. Why is retard over the top not playing defense like he should be? Let me just stand here and act like I have no mental capacity. I have a 0 IQ. I have no chromosomes. That dude has the mental capacity of Forrest Gump. Alright, I should just throw a quick slant. Just bully him over the top. Although, of course, they're not going to press, because why would they? Still going to get beat over the top, though. And, of course, instead of, reaching out with both hands, he'd rather try to be all flashy and get the pass deflected. Because what else do idiots do, right? You're here to play football, not play fancy football. Again, this is just stupid. Look at this, right? I failed one time, and now mentally, I'm just gonna kill myself. Oh wow, surprising. Yeah, usually I'll just mentally kill myself on the game. Big plays should be avoidable, but defense doesn't think that's the thing. Granted, I usered the wrong side of the field, but I shouldn't have to worry about which side of the field I'm usering. Tries to blow somebody up with Lawrence Taylor. Dalvin Cook be like, nah. Oh, nice. Okay, which side are you loading with receivers? That side, okay. So basically, I stand more in between and boom. Of course, DeAndre Hopkins has to have 99 speed to keep up with that. Had to juke him out, which then made Josh Allen somehow be able to keep up. And of course, get the most BS animation possible just so you can make sure that you tackle. I already knew that pass was going to be open. Otherwise, that would have been a terrible read. But I knew by the fact that they were pressing that I would have enough time to where it was either going to be an interception or it was going to be a touchdown. A wide open touchdown. Because he was either going to get stuck or he was going to give me points. Honestly, top 100 shouldn't be that hard with this strategy for a weekend, or not weekend. With this strategy, top 100 shouldn't be that hard. So, again, just computer being trashed. And again, oh wait, that's Dalvin Cook. Is it bad that originally I thought that that wasn't Dalvin Cook and that that was... Wait, what do you mean Keanu Neal? I swear that just said Keanu Neal with the tackle. But okay. It's a very risky pass. But it paid off. I knew that was a pick from the moment I threw it. There's gay Calvin Johnson, free safety. Probably gonna take it for 6 or not. I don't understand it. How come Calvin Johnson can get a free safety card, but Jacoby Brissett can't get an upgrade? I shouldn't have to game plan around Calvin Johnson, the free safety. And just start outside, or start inside, head outside. Go cheesy low pass. Also game. Try to screw me over. Why am I coming out in this coverage? No idea. They're gonna... I could have easily picked that off had I not gotten stuck. As a matter of fact, I might try this again. Because it's easily going to screw up. See, it doesn't know what to do right here. And since it's such a loaded box, it's not going to be able to just run up the middle. Which I'm pretty sure is why I decided to try to do that, but clearly that didn't work either. Of course, jumping the snap doesn't really do anything. Oh, so you're leaving the stream? Oh, no fair. That means I'm just going to be bored out of my mind, and I'm probably going to start raging.
super hard. Like, you don't understand. When I have nobody to talk to, it's just insta-death for me, mentally. Should have been caught. The fact that that pass got there is garbage, but the fact that he dropped that is even more garbage. Hits him right in the hands, just drops it. Yes, drop your safety, imbecile. Torrey Holt, what are you doing? You have a touchdown laid out for you, and instead you try to get fancy. Well, yeah, but when you're trying to play a boring game with a boring strategy, and you're just sitting in absolute silence, it's just, it gets to you. A boring BS game that makes me want to rage all the time, and absolute silence is just a good way to drive me insane. I should be winning this by a lot more, but this game just thinks it's okay to screw me over. No, send Ebron up the field. I said Ebron up the field, not back down the field. You lost 10 yards, Ebron. Ebron, you lost 10 yards because of your incompetence. Because of your stupidity. We now need more yardage, but we also have a touchdown, so maybe it was a good thing. I don't know. Well, yeah, but at least... Okay, right? In Victoria 2, what happens is pretty much random. With a strategy like this, you basically know what's going to happen. As long as you don't make the mental mistakes, like, you're fine. Whereas on there, right, it's just, it's random, right? You can do stuff perfectly and still possibly fail. Whereas on here, doing stuff perfectly pretty much means guaranteed 100% you're fine. Okay, looks like I'm playing, what's his face over here? Huh. I don't understand why they seem to think that throwing over there is their best option. So he's all up to just baiting them. Touchdown. But yeah, honestly, like, other than the fact that those ramps on my Beam and G-Track aren't the smoothest, it's probably, like, the track I'm most proud of. Oh, I think you're gonna like the fact that everything's not just kind of painted with one color in the same way. There's a few designs that are different, but have the same general basis. Like, there's one obstacle, the reason I flipped over in the video showing it off was because there's one obstacle I didn't want you to see, and I think I accidentally might have shown a bit too much of it. But yeah, there's a pattern on one of them. It was the only way I could think to incorporate pink into a design, and well, it worked pretty well actually. It was either gonna look terrible and I would have wasted my time, or it was gonna look absolutely, well, just reasonable, I suppose. A piece of my controller was sticking out. That shows how annoyed I get at this game sometimes. No reason he should be able to keep up, but okay. Okay. No, you're the only person who's seen it. I've only streamed a little bit, so, and you're the only person who's seen the racing reveal video. I farted again. You're the only person who's seen that reveal for racing. I wanted to be a surprise for everyone else. See how reasonable my paint skills were. And of course, I play it perfectly, but the game thinks I overuse her, so... Okay, I didn't play it perfectly. If I played it perfectly, then it would have gone a lot better. You ran the ball? I never thought I'd see the day where the CPU runs the ball against a formation like this. You still almost goofed, but you're gonna get a field goal now because of BS, but oh well. I'll have to find it. That Game Boy guy posted a video about it. Really? You went through the process of calling your whole entire play and then called timeout? I don't trust you. Misses kick wide to the right. Just absolutely obliterates kick through the uprights, I should say. Yeah, Game Boy has done a couple of videos on it, one of which was how to set it up, but I never bothered to watch it because I didn't know if you'd actually want to do it or not, so... My only target here is going to be... Hopefully they drop the safety. Well, they didn't drop the safety, but they lowered it. Okay, I mean, if you're down to do it, then I'll figure it out tomorrow during class or something. And I'll set it up on my computer, and I'll help you set it up on your computer. And who knows, maybe we could do, like, a video or something. And we'd have to run it through your computer, though, because my computer wouldn't be able to handle it. I can guarantee you that. But I'd finally be able to experience a decent amount of cars without mega lag, which would be so nice. That's a bad user by me. I overcommitted to the user and failed miserably. That's how you're supposed to user it. Don't you dare catch me, Dalvin Cook. Don't you dare do it. Said Josh Allen almost got me. But hey, Tim, you should stay in the stream, right? Until after this game. Because then I'm going to get a pack, which is more than likely going to contain greatness. AK, meaning I'm going to get absolutely nothing good. But just for the sake of... What do you mean, wouldn't it affect me in any way? It's not actual multiplayer.
The only stress that would be on on my end would be the stress of connecting to you, like connecting across the country. Well, not across the country, but through to a different state. It'd basically just be a stress on the internet. The only lag I'd get would be the same type of lag that you would get. So, for me, it would be fine. For you, I don't know. It's basically like running split screen, but just not exactly. It basically lets me play split screen with you across, like, different computers. Except it's not split screen, necessarily. I don't know how to explain it. If that would have been picked, I would have been furious. It's not even the play I wanted. Actually, you know what? Let me line up in the jet touch pass formation. Because, yep, hard mode is on the outside. What's up, Arizona? Just about to, hopefully win this game. Maybe not, though, but probably. You need a lead block, Ebron. Ebron's the lead block. Oh, you think I'm crushing the CPU now? Pfft. Last game I won, like, what? What was it, Tim? Like, God. I won by like 60-something points. Like, it was like 66 to nothing or something. It was crazy. Yo, I wanted a lead block from McCaffrey, but okay. One person shows up and then multiple people show up. Like, everyone's gone and then everyone just shows back up again. Exactly what I was betting on. Oh, look! Yep. Oh, were you not here earlier during my pack opening? Aw, this will be a fun one to explain. That's my fault. Were you, Arizona? Yeah, I pulled Aaron Donald, right? And then I used when I got to level 70, I used my power-up pass on Andrew Luck. Powered him up all the way, right? Open up my level 70 pack, and then I pull Andrew Luck. So, I wasn't about to downgrade my luck and take the hit on training, when I could just sell that luck that I got on and use coins for something better. Like, it would have made no sense. So, putting more guys on that side, okay. I better get an interception there some way. I sold him for like $750. Only got like, or no, I sold him for about $725. I only got like $650 out of him. Sadly, because, you know, EA takes tax for no reason. I've never understood why they do that. Like, do they do it because they think that it's realistic to tax people? Like, it's just so stupid. Like, if I sell something, you shouldn't take some of my coins just because. Like, it's a virtual game. I don't see any reason for it. Oh, nice. Finally, the fourth quarter as well. Start running, maybe get some extra rushing yards. Literally, over the years, I've probably lost billions. Billions, I tell you. Yeah, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Watch this. I don't even care at this point. Oh, I thought he mossed him. You don't even understand. I probably would have gone more crazy over that dude catching that pass. Yeah, from Indiana. Why else do you think I have a massive... Why do you think I have a massive Colts team? Come on, Colts fan. Because I'm from Indiana. Oh, come on, BS. Next thing I'll probably get is Vinatieri, but Vinatieri's kind of garbage. I'll take my points. Free drive, free points. After this, I should get, I should have enough battle score. Oh, nice. You guys want to hear a sad story about when I went to Colts camp? Well, actually, I have multiple funny stories from Colts camp. One of which I don't even remember, but my parents say that it's a thing. The first story is an actual sad one. I went there and Andrew Luck was signing autographs that day. Well, of course, at the time, way back then, Andrew Luck was still the young, amazing quarterback. So, yeah, story time. Well, he gets like, he's literally right next to me, right? He's about to sign my ball. And his security guard pulls him away and says, okay, it's time to go over to that side over there. And I'm just sitting there like, yo, what do you mean? Of course, I'm at this point, I don't even know how old I was. I was probably, I was back in, oh geez, at the time I was probably, it wasn't back in 2012, it was probably 2014. So at the time I was probably 10 or 11. Maybe 9, I don't know. Between 9 and 11, somewhere between there. Yeah, I know. And so, that's my actual sad story. But then here's a funny story, right? So apparently, a long time ago, I had a away Reggie Wayne jersey. And as well as a white Reggie Wayne jersey. And apparently, I went to Colts camp, and he complimented me, or Reggie Wayne. Oh, that sucks. But Reggie Wayne saw me and said, "Oh, that's a nice jersey you got on there." And apparently, I mouthed off to Reggie Wayne. Apparently, according to my parents, the words that came out of my mouth were, "Oh, so does that mean that you want me to be the next you?" Or something like that. When my parents told me this, I'm like, what? What? Like, you're telling me I mouthed off to Reggie Wayne. Oh, that sucks, Nelly. But yeah, I'm like, you're telling me I mouthed off to Reggie Wayne at Colts camp? Not yet. I'm like, wow. Granted, at the time, like, I don't even know how old I was at that point. I was probably between 6 and 8 at that point. Like, I went straight up savage. And looking back on it, like, it honestly makes me sad to think that I mouthed off to Reggie Wayne. But at the same time, it makes me happy that at one point in my life I was confident enough to go mouth off to an NFL legend. I don't even know where that Julio Jones jersey, or not Julio Jones, I just say Julio Jones, right, because I was reading it out of the chat. I don't even know where that Reggie Wayne jersey went. From what I heard, he signed my jersey and complimented me on it as he was signing it. And after he got done signing it, then I just absolutely dissed the man. Like, I can't even imagine. Honestly, like, same. I mean, I had a Vikings Brett Favre jersey. I had an RG3 jersey. I had, over time, I had 2 Marvin Harrison jerseys. I had a Peyton Manning jersey. I had another Peyton Manning jersey. I had another Peyton Manning jersey, which was an away Peyton Manning uniform. And then I also had let's see here. So there's Reggie Wayne, 2 Marvin Harrisons, probably at least 4 Peyton Mannings. That's 7. And then I had an Andrew Luck. Actually, I had 2 Andrew Lucks over time. One of which was like a black Andrew Luck jersey, which was pretty sick. It was like black, like just a matte black. And then I had like a shiny black set of numbers. Freaking awesome, dude. Let's go, Jalen Ramsey. And then I had a T.Y. Hilton jersey. And I had a Johnny Unitas jersey. Which it wasn't even really much of a jersey. It was more, it was like kind of like a jersey, but it was more of like, it was a t-shirt, but it was made like a jersey, and it had like Hall of Fame logo on it, or Hall of Fame logo on it and stuff. Pretty sick, to be honest. I want my extra score. Come on, get up to the line, get up to the line. I don't even care about time. Come on, CMC, that's supposed to be your touchdown. And I don't even know where my jerseys are anymore. I don't even think I have jerseys anymore. Which is pretty sad, because those used to be like my favorite things ever. One time on Christmas, it wasn't even Christmas. It was like late January. I was mad that my parents were taking down the Christmas tree. Now, granted, keep in mind, I was a very young garbage can at that point. So I think at the time I probably thought that if this tree stayed up longer, that Santa Claus would bring me more presents. I think most of us in this stream, hopefully all of us in this stream, know that Santa Claus isn't real. As I want to fart. But I think all of us here know that Santa Claus isn't real. So here I am, and I'm just like, I'm literally crying, and then I think to myself, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go put on my Vikings Brett Favre jersey. We gotta play a solo challenge, and then this will register once I play a solo challenge. As you can see, I have 70,000 score, meaning if I play another one, get about 25,000. That's, yeah, that game didn't go how it was supposed to, but oh well.
Alright, what you gonna do? Good one, Arizona. Honestly, like, if I was younger, I would have felt really guilty probably and thought that you were being serious about not knowing that Santa was fake. You want to know the way that I found out? Or, okay, I want to hear how you guys found out that Santa was fake. I mean, say it's pretty ass. I mean, it was made after a dude who took some acid face. Hey. Fumbled because of it. The way I figured out was, so Santa got me, yeah. At the time, I thought was Santa. That better be a touchdown. Or, oh my god, that didn't count? Wow. Oh, it did count. Nice. But I don't know if you see that on my But, I should get my gridiron pack now. And I get my coins. But, I was gonna say, my parents brought me, or got me some sort of, like, bathtub thing where you basically could draw in the bathtub and then just wash it off with water. Apparently I have to do another solo to get it to register, or actually I'll back out and go back in. And I instantly, like that night, of course, go in there to take a bath. And as I'm taking this stuff out of the packaging, I see made in China. Right? Well, everything's supposed to be made at the North Pole, right? Now see, if I'm a smart individual, I just don't tell my parents I noticed this and go a few more, Christmases saying I believe in Santa, which I'm pretty sure is what one of my friends did. But what even is this solo challenge? I'm gonna be like, seriously. But so, as you can imagine, my curious self calls one of my parents in there and says, yo. Now, these aren't my exact words, by the way. But I'm like, yo, why does it say made in China? Like, it's supposed to be made in the North Pole. And they're like, so you finally figured out Santa's fake? And I'm like, did I figure out Santa's fake? No, you just told me he's fake. Because at that point, right, I would probably be I would have been gullible enough to believe whatever random excuse there was. But, Now hopefully I should get my pack for, registering something else that should register my pack. If not, I'm going to be sad with, aha, gridiron pack, gridiron pack, gridiron pack. Pulls an 80 overall elite. Doesn't pull an elite. Man, I knew. I swear, these gridiron packs are fake. I swear. There's zero chance that these gridiron packs are real. Right there, there's no way. I have never pulled an elite out of my weekly gridiron pack, and I've done it almost every week that I can remember. I like Christmas just because, presents and all that, but food-wise, Thanksgiving is the bomb. Like,
Everyone knows Thanksgiving is the best for food. Christmas is basically the only time that I get expensive stuff, so I know Christmas isn't about presents and all that, but when it's kind of like the only time of year that I can really get expensive stuff, it's fun when you just kind of know. Who doesn't eat Thanksgiving food? Y'all are weird. I swear. To be honest, I usually get my presents early, just because parents will be like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And it's pretty obvious when. I mean, yeah, it can't be any better than that. I wouldn't complain about Popeye's chicken, maybe a frozen pizza. But I wouldn't complain about Popeye's. I mean, I've never had it before, but I'm assuming it's good. I'm trying to think, are there any... Part of me wants to go in the other room and get lightly salted chips. But the other part of me knows I'll probably get in trouble with my mom because those are usually her chips. But there's no other chips. I want chips. I need something to eat, and the only easy thing to make at the moment is chips. Well, I can't make chips, but the only thing easy thing to eat right now that's not going to require me to be gone from the stream for however long is chips. Not the cheap Christmas. The last Christmas, I think I just got a bunch of money, to be honest. And you know what I did with all my money? I want you guys to take a wild guess at what I did with my Christmas money. I'll give y'all some time to take your guesses. Each person gets one guess. The first guess is what I'm going to count. Ding, 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 Arizona got it right. Now, guess how much money I got and guess how much I spent on packs. I had about $300 plus, maybe $350 after literally everyone that I know Christmas money. Right? And yeah, I spent about $200 to try to get that 96 Michael Vick. I don't know if you guys remember him or not. But 96 Michael Vick. And I thought to myself, yo, I am, amazing, right? Because snow at the time was rare. Right? Because snow was the currency they used last year. And I'm like, holy crap, yo. Like, I'm gonna be... Well, yeah, and I opened it up, and I pulled Steve Young and one of the other 96 players. And I'm like, oh, I can quick sell, and I can get this Michael Vick, right? And it costed like 10,000.
Well, like what made me so mad, right, was that I thought that since how rare snow was, I thought that it would be double the amount of training to get Michael Vick towards snow. So I thought that, or like double or triple, because snow was pretty rare last year. They halved it, and you could still power up Michael Vick with training. So this Michael Vick that I barely was able to get with $200 worth of money could be achieved with about 200K. And it irritated me to my core when that happened. Because then everyone you played in seasons was using Michael Vick. He was so easily obtainable. When they nerfed when they cut in half his snow like the training, even though training was so much less rare than snow originally was. So $200 in coins probably at the time could have gotten me close to, I don't even know, probably $200 at that point could have probably gotten me between 5 million and 10 million coins. Now keep in mind, that's enough to get what? 5 million would be the equivalent of 20 Michael Vicks. Like, it's just irritating. Yeah, that's where I decided, you know what? I'm not throwing every penny that I possibly get into this game. I was frustrated. There was no limit to my frustration. Well, but there's a difference, right? I'm not gonna put all of my Christmas money into this game, right? I've already had my lucky pulls this year, and whenever the Christmas promo comes out, I'm gonna be able to hopefully, because by then I can't imagine I'll have too many great players. I mean, like by the Christmas promo is going to be in the game in what, 2 weeks? Not Christmas promo, Thanksgiving promo is going to be in the game in like 2 weeks. And there will more than likely, just like last year, be multiple players who get good upgrades that'll go into the master sets. Hopefully one of, not the masters, because I know the master sets are going to be players like Barry Sanders and all of that. But, or I'm assuming anyways, since it's pretty much a tradition at this point, that Barry Sanders will be the master. But, I pretty much, I don't know. I'm assuming that Brissett should get an upgrade around there around that time if they've held off this long. Yeah, dude, the LTD system is trash. Like, honestly. Like, why is it that I shouldn't have even been able to pull Aaron Donald today. Like, to be honest, there's no way I should have been able to pull him. But I did, because Redux, like, why is there such a thing as Redux? And why can't you power up most of the players to get LTDs? thing is, like, to me, reduxes are stupid. That's my main problem. Like, reduxes, like, if you're gonna make stuff super rare for limiteds, then yeah, that would make sense, right? Are they even gonna allow people to do that anymore? Like, bypass that stuff with training? Probably not, because EA is pretty greedy. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, I'm hungry. So I am going to end off the live stream here. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. This video was sponsored by Naji Kong Rages. Go subscribe to Naji Kong Rages for more Naji Kong Rages content.